What's up, guys? XX Pocket Knife here. We did it, boys. Bought a 4th gen 4Runner. This is the VVTi 05 V8 model. 258,000 miles or 68,000 miles. Look at her in all her glory. Gonna drive her across the state. But she doesn't come without her flaws. Let's take a look. Right down here. Pennsylvania car, so had some rust on it. Definitely gonna have to do some rust treatment on it. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Hopefully she lasts all the way there. If not, everybody's out of luck. We'll see what happens. Guys, here she is in all her glory. 4.7. Maintenance done at right there. That is like, I think, no, that's June also. June of 2019, 200,000 miles. Pretty sketchy because the stick's just holding up the entire hood. Struts are all bent out. Had to bend them back in. They were bent this way out towards the front of the car. Had to bend them back in. If you look at the other side, you can see it's bent. Yeah, hopefully she gets us home. Battery's a little crusty. Brake is leaking. Some weird noises and stuff like that, but overall it's made it over 200 miles, so should be okay. Let's have a look in here. Air filter seems pretty clean. Alright. It's pretty beast. Let's go. Should have gave her a quick detail. Yesterday I just vacuumed her, so hopefully that was enough, but yep. We'll see if she gets us to where we need to go. Rear window stopped working also. So it's another thing we gotta figure out. I don't know if it was after the rainstorm or what. Weird things are happening. Alright guys, we're gonna see if we can climb up this little hill. Stock runner. Made it up. I put it down there. Made it up, guys. Look at that Toyota power, bruh. Alright guys, we did not solve the Tahoe, but we're gonna work on the 4Runner. Need to change the rotors, bleed the brakes, rotate the tires. It's about 11, but I was like, this is the best time. It's gonna be hot tomorrow. Might as well get a head start. That's how rusty it is. Kinda bad for California, but this is a Pennsylvania car, so. And tomorrow I'll probably detail the car. Yep, this guy needs a lot of work. Alright, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're gonna take out this rotor again and what is it, caliper. Redo the dust shield right here. So scrape it and then wire brush it and paint it. Let's get it done. Look at all that rust in there. Gotta get this all cleaned up. Alright guys, never again rusted cars. One of the front sway bar bolts here had a weld multiple times, like 3 or 4 nuts on it. Try to bust them off. Front sway bar delete. Try to run it, see how it flexes. Rusted cars are a no-go for me now. It was that inner bolt right there. A lot of work got to get done to get off this surface rust. Now we're going to be moving on to the back. Good thing is today is not as hot, so it's not as difficult, but let's get this back knocked out and then we're going to do the rotor. We're going to do the bleed the brakes. The pads on here still look good, so I'm just going to run them. Just switching out the rotors. Alright guys, so we just finished washing the car. We did the frame first. I just tried to pressure wash as much of the paint as I could. The pieces that were chipping to create less work, but probably didn't get it all, as you can see here. Yeah. Might get tetanus. But this whole side right here looks like came off relatively easy. Guess that's the bare frame right there. Probably gonna have to grind it, or wire brush it and then paint it over some more. Some other spots too. More work than you would think to get all that paint chip off. You want the smooth bare surface, or else when you paint it, it's gonna look rough. Have that rusty texture under. Also got to look at the headers in there. A point of failure. With all that rust. Here's how it looks like though under. I'm trying to use that pressure washer to do most of the work. Then I clean the body up. Wash the body all clean. Now I'm just gonna dry it. It's already starting to dry up, but I'll dry it off right now. Towel, and then see what we do next. Guys, the more we dig into it, the more we find weird stuff. What the jerry rig? If you look at the headlights here, these guys do not fit in snug. These are LED aftermarkets. For some reason the fitment is just not good. Probably gonna have to order some new lights. Trade someone, I don't know. All of them are like that, and they're all LEDs. These are pretty nice headlights though, all blacked out, as you can tell. The clear coat here is kind of fading, but not bad. I did see a pair of projector versions for the headlights, which is pretty interesting. I wonder if those are brighter compared to these reflectors. These are projectors down here. This thing is loose though. Cleaned up pretty nicely though, if I had to say so myself. Just getting tons of paint flakes off. Look at all that down there. Yuck. This guy needs to get gone through thoroughly. Probably might have to even drop the frame off, but I think we'll just try our best and take what we can get. But pretty clean. Not bad. Also need to figure out this brake booster leak, so cleaned it up a bit. Just see if it leaks anymore, if the guy just built it himself. We'll see. Paint's not in perfect condition, but not bad for old Toyota. Probably use a quick buffing. Alright. There it is, guys. The before and the after. It's always nice when you got a clean battery. These don't need to be too tight. They tighten quicker than you think. Alright guys, I think this leak down here is pretty common for the 2UZ-FE. Just a power steering leak down here. Just gonna wipe it off, and then I've had a power steering leak on my Avalon. I just used the hose, screw-on hose clamp, because these tension style hose clamps, the tension just loosens over time. So I might just do that here. Just scoot this hose clamp a little bit back, and then put on my the other style hose clamp. Should solve the issue, but I'm gonna give it a quick little detail here first. I think we might have a loose 8mm, guys, for the fog light. Look down here. That bolt right there is just wiggling. Gotta tighten her up. Alright guys, she's low on power steering, as you can see there. Pretty sure it leaked out through all the fitting, so let's just add some power steering. Top off her fluids. Get her in prime condition. Got my power steering in red here. It's kind of a weird angle. Oh gosh. Yep, don't film while doing it, else that'll happen. There goes that. There goes the nice detail. Let me get a funnel. I'll be back. Engine oil still good. It's good. Engine has no transmission dipstick, so can only check brake fluid, power steering fluid, and engine oil. Other than that, I think everything else seems okay in this engine. Just a lot of corrosion everywhere. Let me tighten up this battery cover back on. Oh yeah, and coolant. We need a new radiator cap. This one's busted. And our coolant is super low, so yeah, way down there. Gonna need some more coolant for sure. Probably, yeah, washer fluid. New headlights. Just a few gizmos and gadgets. And we could check the AC while we're at it. Almost forgot about that. Alright guys, so we are missing a few clips here, and then we also have a loose headlight kind of. think when they installed it. Forgot to tighten a screw right behind here, but look at this side. Yeah. Whoever installed these did not do that good of a job. And we forgot a clip here and forgot a clip here, so we'll put those together right now. Let's pop everything out right now. Oh, that could have been bad. I forgot that this was open. Let's tighten up the headlight first, and then we'll deal with these guys after. I'm also considering painting the wheels black, but I haven't decided yet. I think what it's screwed to right down. Right in there is just spinning. Yeah, the little end is just spinning, so it's probably gonna need a new one. I gotta hold that while unscrewing it to get it out. Alright guys, so tomorrow we're gonna paint these black. I think I might as well just scuff them up tonight. I'm just gonna use a Scotch-Brite pad. I should be able to get it enough scratched up. Just want to see those micro scratches right there. And yeah, just do that to the whole thing, and then probably use some adhesion promoter, primer, and then paint these like a flat black, or I'm not sure flat or gloss yet. But yeah, let's get the scuffing.
As I mentioned before, of all the hoops in the world are developed. A lot of engineers are getting to work on my custom exhaust in my truck.
Here's the finished product, guys. As good as I could get with the spray can. Not too bad. I think the inner portions probably just didn't get reached as good. I don't know how to get that without like powder coating, or probably gotta do multiple layers, but not bad. Make the truck look a little bit better. All blacked out. These two back ones right here need to go in the front. These two need to go in the back, because these have a lot of the tread has worn out a lot and they need to be rotated. These tires are about the end of their life. They are 2018 tires, so they are definitely very old. So let's get this let's get these mounted. Scariest moment of my life, guys. Accidentally twist the jack too much. Car went down on the ground on the rotors. Dust shield got bent. That side, it went inside the wheel. Small scratch right there, but it seems okay. Thought I just busted my car. That's what I get for doing the squatted jokes. Car gods, car gods. Look at her, guys, in all her beauty. I only did one tire for the painting, but not too shabby. Could probably do a layer of clear coat just to protect the paint better, but we'll see. The clear coat I have is a gloss, so it's gonna gloss up the shine. This is more of like a matte. Not bad. Car did get dusty because I was leaf blowing Not bad though. Need to air up. Check the tire PSI. Air them up. I think one of the tires is low, so that would help. Other than that, I think I might call it quits for now. It's way too hot. Only other thing I was gonna do was the car on a test run, test out the brake and rotors, see if this is still wobbles, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, just tidying up other little knickknacks in there, but yeah, steering wheel controls, just other little things. We'll get to that later though. Alright, we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we just finished detailing up the car. Pretty clean now, all vacuumed up, front and back. Back seats too. Let's take it for a little spin. See what this guy does. See if the brakes are still good. 18 miles of range, so hopefully we make it. Alright guys, we're rewiring the harness here for the 4Runner radio. Just trying to get the steering wheel controls to work again. Other than that, everything else was okay, so I think the only thing that didn't plug in was right here, the steering wheel control. And we have the Alpine unit here. So it needs to plug into the back. Right there where it says wireless remote. I think they didn't plug that in. Let's plug it in, see if it works. Today we're going to be working on the rear door here. The lock motor actuator isn't working, as you can see. Yeah. Yesterday we did the steering wheel controls. I didn't film that, but it was just as simple as plugging in a plugging in the steering wheel control aux cable into the back of the radio. Previous owner didn't do that. I detailed a little bit too. Inside here, a lot of spills and stuff like that. 3D printed a drink holder right here. That's coming up in about 9 hours. And we're gonna try to figure out what's wrong with this lock motor actuator. I think it might just be unplugged, but we'll take a look and see after I tear the door apart. All these doors are pretty much the same after working on my 4Runner. I'm not too surprised no more with how the Toyota doors are. Alright, one more screw up here. Oh, there you go. Didn't even watch any videos on this yet. So. Speaker. Holy. It's so hot, that's why I kind of don't want to work on the car. Too. This cable right here is what controls it. But we'll take a look at that in a bit. I might just order the actuator motor and then I think I'm just gonna have to take it out right through the gap right here. Yep, that'll probably be the solution of that. Alright, I'll let you guys know if we find out a solution. What's up guys, XX Pocket Knife here, and we got a few parts in today for the 4Runner. We have in here the radiator cap, struts, rear wiper, we got for my uncle's winch bumper, a fair lead, and a license plate. So got a few parts, and yesterday I was driving, hearing a few clanks in the 4Runner. So definitely gonna figure that out. It's definitely coming from both sides. Ticking noises and just noises while driving, suspension noises, and yeah. So we are gonna check that out. I think we also might have a nail in this tire, or yeah, I think this side looks a little bit more squished, or I don't know if that's just the driver's side lean. But time to get our hands dirty. Let's put some parts on this car. Alright, it's pretty self-explanatory for this radiator cap. Just unscrew it. Make sure your engine hasn't ran for a long time. This, I just barely started it and moved it. Should be okay. It's open. Alright, it's pretty self-explanatory for this radiator cap. Just unscrew it. Make sure your engine hasn't ran for a long time. This, I just barely started it and moved it. Should be okay. It's open. Alright, got a pair of pliers here. Just pull. It's not good. There you go. It might even be low on radiator fluid. Don't see it topped off there. Overflow is empty too, so we gotta top off the coolant. Okay, there's the new cap versus the old cap. Slightly different, but that's what you get when you get it from eBay. Should do the job. There's that. They're not popping out. Lock that one in. That took longer than I thought. So hard to slip these little collars on. But what I ended up doing is just screwing this on and then screwing the ball in while it was attached to here, and then disconnected here the bottom and then attached it. That angle at the upper strut here is just hard to slip the collar on, so should be good now. Let's test it. Lift it up. Yep. Just like new. That old rod is the old reliable, but this would be the fingerless hood strut, so I wish they had a hood prop. That'd be kind of sick. Alright guys, we're gonna install the rear wiper here. I think this little section right here rusted on. I'm not sure if this is part of it or what. Seems like metal. This little section here is metal too, though. That is so weird. I don't know how this is supposed to really go on. Hopefully this is right. Let me try to figure this out. We'll put in 2 screws and test to see if this works first. We don't want to do all the work and it doesn't work. car should be locked. Locked. Open. Oh, let's go, boys. All that just for that. Let's put this together now. Alright guys, we're going to test the AC on the 4Runner. Haven't checked it yet. It's summertime, it's hot. Let's get a look at it. Just connect your AC to the low pressure side and make sure your car's on and running. That's about it. Let's see what it reads. AC is pretty cold, but let's see if we can fill it up or make it even colder. Let it run for a bit. It's showing low right now. I'll be back with you guys once it is warmed up. I think it's reading at right here 30. We can recheck it right now. Let me pull it off and plug this thing back in. So if it is at 30, then probably just going. Charge it up so that it goes up to 50. We'll charge it up to 50. Whoa, it got hotter, 65. That's weird. $61. About the same, 61, 60. Not bad. Pretty cold though. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for the AC now. Alright guys, we should have probably did this the first time, but we're gonna do this now. Just barely got my spray paint set up here with the inline filter. I'm gonna spray some matte clear coat on these rims. Get them clear coated. Been driving with them for like a few days now, and for some reason the paint's coming off at some parts, so a little weird. I'm gonna touch it up probably, and then clear coat it, and then should be good to go. Probably do like 2 to 3 layers of clear coat. See how it goes. You can pull up in front of him.